Now to the latest allegations against Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth.
Sources confirming to ABC News the Secretary of Defense allegedly shared detailed information about forthcoming strikes in Yemen in a second private signal group chat. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is Washington with details.
Jessica, Christina, good morning to both of you. Sources say Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth discussed flight paths and the timing of the strike through signal, the same app involved in last month's controversy. This morning, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth under fire for allegedly sharing military operations with family and friends in a second private group chat. Sources confirming a New York Times report that Pete Hegseth used his personal phone to send sensitive details about the March 15th military airstrikes in Yemen to his wife, brother, and lawyer. The information reportedly shared is essentially the same attack plans he posted in a separate signal chat that included the editor of The Atlantic. But unlike that chat, this one was created by Secretary Hegseth, and he reportedly used his private phone rather than his government one to access the chat. President Trump downplaying concerns at the time.
It wasn't classified, as I understand it.
Overnight, a spokesperson with the Pentagon responding, saying in part, quote, "There was no classified information in any signal chat, no matter how many ways they try to write the story." The statement goes on to claim that the reports relied only on the words of people who were fired this week. In recent days, at least 3 of Hegseth's top aides were placed on administrative leave, suspected of leaking national security information. At least 2 were later fired. The men deny any wrongdoing. And this morning, several top Democrats now demanding Hegseth be held accountable. Pete Buttigieg saying, quote, "Of course, advanced information on U.S. combat operations is classified." Senator Tammy Duckworth, a combat veteran, saying Hegseth should resign, saying troops were, quote, "endangered by his singular stupidity." This morning, Defense Secretary Hegseth remains defiant, criticizing the Democratic Party on social media, saying, quote, "Your agenda is illegal, trans and DEI, all of which are no longer allowed at the Department of Defense." In Washington, Nicole D'Antonio, Action News AM Live.